up guys, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch review for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on new videos, and let's get started. So today I'm doing something a little bit different from usual. Normally I review collections as they come out, but I've been meaning to do a big swatch review of some polishes from Ice Cream Nails for a really long time. And I thought that I would do just like a big collection that I have curated of polishes that I think are really good for fall/winter. So that is what I'm doing today. And then I got a little overzealous while I was swatching, so then I also swatched like 8 polishes that I don't think are necessarily wintry, but I really wanted to show you guys. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening today. I hope you guys don't mind. I have 24 nail polishes to share with you. And if you guys haven't heard of Ice Cream Nails before, they are an Australian-made indie nail polish brand that is available internationally. And I used to not really show them much on my channel because they weren't available in the US, but they have been available in the US for quite some time now, and I've been talking about them in a lot of my favorites videos for those of you guys who are following that series, which I'll link up in the cards, but I figured it was just time to do a video on them. They are 10 free, meaning they are free of 10 of the dangerous chemicals that are often found in nail polish. They are vegan and they are cruelty free. They also come in these cute little novelty ice cream bottles, which is amazing because the name Ice Cream Nails, but I feel like normally I would think if I saw a bottle like that, I would think that the quality of the polish isn't that good because I would think it's just like all about having a cute bottle and that's what it's about. But Ice Cream Nails is surprisingly incredible quality, and that's why they always land in my favorites videos. I feel like they're mostly known for like their neons and neon pastel polishes because those are the polishes that I always feel like are stellar that they do. But yeah, they have like a lot of really amazing non-neon polishes, so that's kind of what I'm focusing on today. Like I said, it's kind of just like a curated winter collection, and it's just a bunch of random polishes, and I just was in the mood to do like a really huge swatchathon. So yeah, I guess we may as well just get started, so roll that footage. So as with all of my swatching reviews, I am going to be using base coat underneath all of my swatches just to protect my natural nail and prevent any stains. Today I am using the Cuccio base coat, so I will link it down below for you guys. So first up in this not collection, just random polishes that I am reviewing, we have the shade Smoochy, which is a really beautiful, almost cool toned red that has a vibrant pink shimmer running throughout. And as you can see, this is a very opaque polish. On the first coat, I pretty much got full opacity, which I was very shocked and impressed by. I ended up doing a second coat just to show you guys what that looked like, but yeah, this is definitely a wonderful shade. I feel like this kind of reddish pinky vibe is so in for the holidays, and especially with that very subtle amount of streakiness, I just feel like this is very in for the holidays right now, even though this is not technically a holiday color, but it's also just a classic shade that you can wear any time of year. Next up we have the shade Lovebug, and this is another red, but it's kind of the opposite to Smoochy. This is a much deeper, more wintry cranberry kind of red, and it actually has a golden shimmer running throughout, as well as super teeny tiny golden flecks that just kind of catch the light really beautifully. This was another one that was pretty opaque, but it did have a little bit of that jelly-like consistency, so I did need 2 coats for full coverage and to get that depth of redness on the nail. But again, just a really stunning color, honestly, for any time of year, but I especially love shades like this in the winter and during the holiday season because I feel like they're just a little festive and bright, and this one does have a lot less of that shimmery vibe to it, so you don't get any of that streakiness or brush stroke. Next up we have the shade Heartless, which is a really beautiful deep reddish maroon shade that has a jelly-like consistency. So as you can see when I'm applying it, the actual opacity of the polish is a little bit lighter, so you do need to build it up to get that depth of color that you see in the bottle. And shades like this I always love to have, one because I love playing with jelly nail polishes. I have a whole video on how I use them. If you guys are interested, I will link it up in the cards, but for me, I think 2 shades is perfect. If you want it to be even a little bit deeper, you can definitely throw on a 3rd, but I think that 2 coats is the perfect amount. It covered up any visible nail line for me. It was so smooth and it didn't look patchy at all on the nails. Next up we have the shade Power Move, and this is a really beautiful, slightly dusty orange cream. To me, this is the perfect pumpkin-y, fall, Thanksgiving-y orange shade, and the opacity is just incredible. This is one of the reasons why I really wanted to show you guys swatches of ice cream nails because I feel like their quality is so incredible and people really discount them because they have like the little gimmicky bottles, but like look at this is amazing. So this is 2 coats, but honestly I feel like I could have gotten away with 1, and it's the most beautiful orange. I feel like I've been loving oranges this season, as you guys know, because I keep talking about it, but really this one is so perfect. Moving on to some more of the neutral shades. This one is called Unmuted, and it's a very soft, peachy pastel cream shade. And this one really wowed me because I feel like the opacity on it was really incredible, especially for being such a light color. I feel like pastel shades like this are actually pretty tough to get very opaque. Either they're super chalky or they're super sheer, but this one ended up being 2 coats for full coverage on me. Now, I always like to remind you guys in cases like this, I do have very short nails. So if you have long nails, you probably need 3 coats anyway, but for my nail length, I thought this was pretty impressive coverage. Next up we have the shade Fluffball, which is a pinky undertoned beige nude cream shade, and I thought this one actually suited my skin tone really perfectly. It's just such a gorgeous and very light color, and I happen to be very pale, so I feel like it worked really well on me. And again, we get that really impressive opacity. I ended up doing 2 coats for full coverage, and I thought that just looked absolutely perfect on the nails. I do definitely love wearing nude beige shades in the fall and winter. I feel like it's just like a cleansing type of palette to have, so don't worry, I will be doing my favorite nude nail polishes very soon. And here we have Cinnamon Donut, which is another beigey nude shade. This one is a little bit on the cooler undertone side, so on me, as you can tell, this definitely makes me look a lot warmer, but I think it's still a really beautiful color. Personally, I don't mind wearing nudes in any tone and any undertone because I feel like it's just kind of fun to play around and see how colors like this kind of change on you. But I think this would really suit people who do have cooler undertones. I think it's such a beautiful shade, and again, we get that really incredible opacity in 2 coats. Such a nice formula. Oh my gosh, I can't even handle it. It's so good. Next up we have the shade Bossy, and this one I honestly didn't even know how to describe, so I just checked on the Ice Cream Nails website and it is described as a rose gold metallic. Now to me, I think it's a little bit cooler toned than your average rose gold, but it is a really beautiful color, and that is a 1 coat coverage polish. So this is one that you can definitely use for nail art. I always love finding a 1 coat foil to use for different nail art looks. Again, especially around the holidays, I feel like that's the time of year where I love to mix deep cranberry colors with foily shades like this. I just think they're so perfect. But yeah, I did end up doing 2 coats just to show you guys what that looks like, but I really could have gotten away with just 1. Next up we have the shade Own It, which is a really beautiful pastel green shade. I feel like it kind of sits somewhere between being like a minty green and being a sage green, and I feel like it's just perfect for this season. Again, I just kind of randomly picked some shades that I thought really worked for the season, but I'm also going to be showing you guys some really bright shades, so don't worry, I've got a lot to go through. But I do just get excited around this time of year because I like matching my nail polishes to seasons. But anyway, I feel like I definitely could get away with wearing this as a 2 coater, but as you can see, there was just a tiny little bit of patchiness on the top there, and I think that was really just because I did too many brush strokes, so I ended up putting on a 3rd just to show you guys what that looked like. And again, I think it's just a really beautiful color. I like the opacity of it. I think it's really good. It's very smooth and self-leveling, as all of my Ice Cream Nails polishes are, so I just really like this one. Next up we have the shade Dealmaker, which is a really beautiful gray cream shade. Now I would say that this one is on the neutral side, but it does lean a little bit cool in my swatches, and I think that's because, like I said, I am very warm toned, so I feel like it definitely looks a little bit cooler on me. But I love medium grays like this. They are my absolute favorite to wear as like a palette cleansing kind of color where you just, if you don't want to wear anything too loud, I feel like gray is the way to go. I think it's so beautiful on the nails. This one was perfect coverage in 2 coats, and as usual, amazing formula, so definitely adding this one to my favorites. I'm not sure why it wasn't on my favorites list before. Next up we have the shade Clouded. This is another gray cream, but this one is darker and warmer, so as you can see, it definitely feels a little bit bit warmer on my skin tone. I would say this one actually does lean a little bit warm, but still a really beautiful neutral gray. And it's always nice to have like a nice range of grays. I feel like grays either tend to be super light or super dark. So this is a really good medium gray that you can have in your collection. Again, amazing coverage on this one. I ended up doing 2 coats for full coverage, but it was almost a 1 coater. So this is another one that I'm probably going to use a lot for nail art, and it's just really beautiful on its own as well. Since I am doing an ice cream nails major swatchathon, I couldn't resist showing you guys Licorice Twist. It is a 1 coat black cream that they have that I really love. As you could tell, my bottle is very old and very well loved because it is a really amazing black 1 coat cream. It's just an easy formula to work with. Like I said, mine's a little bit old, but it was still very smooth, self-leveling, and fully opaque in that 1 coat, so very nice to work with. So now moving on to some toppers. This shade is called Whiz Fizz, and it is an iridescent glitter topper, and it features a ton of little iridescent micro glitters as well as little iridescent flecks as well. And this one I am pairing over the shade Heartless, which is actually what I am wearing in the intro and outro of this video, and I am totally in love with this combination. I feel like it looks so holiday perfect and beautiful, and I love those iridescent flecks. I think they even almost look a little holographic, but I promise you they are actually just iridescent. But it's just such a beautiful twinkly topper. It's just really fun, and I feel like it would pair well over any color. Next up we have another iridescent topper. This one is called Me Tingles, and it is actually comprised of larger iridescent hex glitters, which I feel like is definitely another nice iridescent topper to have for an entirely different reason. This one I feel like almost looks like that like bokeh, is that how you say it, on the nails, and I totally love that. It's just very subtle and beautiful, and it's a little bit more sheer, so as you can see it kind of almost blends into the black base color that I'm using here. So very gorgeous, again would be perfect over any color. Next up we have the shade Party Mix, and this is a matte glitter topper that has a ton of bright and neon glitters in it. So we've got some black, green, blue, pink, red, and then we also have a couple of different types of metallic hex glitters, and they're all different sizes, so it's really just like a party on the nails. I don't know if it's this color combination, but something about it definitely feels a little holiday appropriate, but then again this could also be a really fun summer topper. I don't know, I just love shades like this, especially for glitter placement, but they're also easy to apply just as a regular polish over your base color. Next up we have the shade Devil's Dust. This is an orange metallic glitter topper that has a bunch of different sizes in it, and I personally just love having colored metallic glitter toppers like this because I think they're really fun to use, 1 for nail art and 2 just to have for like glitter gradients. I always love playing around with glitter gradients in different colors, so this is just another one that I really enjoy using for that. Next up we have the shade That's Rich, and this is a gold metallic glitter topper. This one I would say is a little bit different from Devil's Dust. It has a bigger range of different sizes of hex glitters, so we have some larger ones and some smaller ones, but I just love the color gold in this. Like I feel like it's the perfect gold. It's not too yellow, but it's also not too like dusty gold. I just think it's really beautiful, and again just perfect for this time of year. It's so festive. Next up we have the shade Magic Sand, and I can't even handle this color. I chose to try it on as a regular polish on its own, and I am totally in love with it. You can get away with wearing it as a topper as well, but it is honestly opaque enough that you definitely can just wear it on its own. We have matte blue and pink neon glitters in there, as well as a holographic sparkle running throughout. It looks like fun cotton candy on the nails. No, this is definitely not a winter/holiday polish, but oh man, I couldn't resist showing to you guys. It is so beautiful. I know it's hard to tell the holographic sparkle, but what I ended up doing was blurring my camera out of focus so you could kind of see how sparkly it looked on the nails, and it really just blew me away. What a stunning glitter. So at this point I kind of gave up on having my nice little curated winter collection because I thought I would show you some other fun ice cream nails polishes that I love. This one is called Bad Berry. There's a word in between there that I don't use on my channel, but you guys can figure it out if you look it up. We keep it family friendly in here. But this is one of my top favorite ice cream nails polishes of all time. It is a beautiful, almost neon purple cream. It does actually have a little bit of a scent to it, which is fun, but it's not too overpowering. I just think it's such a gorgeous color, and I think it's incredible opacity. Like it's almost a 1 coater. I ended up doing 2, but it really does just look so bright and neon on the nails. I could wear this any day of the year. I also wanted to show you guys this shade Baby Doll, and this is a really beautiful reddish pinky shade. Now, the little glitter specks running throughout, I think they are supposed to be hollow, but it is a very, very subtle hollow if that is the case. I felt like I could get like a little sparkle here and there as I was moving my nail around, but it might be one of those very subtle hollows that is only visible in like bright direct sunlight. Regardless, I do think it's a really gorgeous shade, and I kind of love that like speckly look that it gives. It's just really beautiful. It gave me full coverage in 2 coats, and actually, yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I feel like I do see just a touch of hollow sparkle, but again, it's very subtle. And I wanted to just finish off this swatch and review by showing you guys their 4 speckled nail polishes that they recently came out with, because I really wanted to swatch these and I couldn't resist. So this first one is called Spagnificent, and it is a really beautiful lavender base that has larger black matte hex glitters as well as black micro glitters, and this one is so fun and so opaque. It ended up giving me full coverage in the first coat, but of course, because it is a crelly polish, I did want to put on a second coat so I could get more of those fun glitters on there. This is just such a fun, almost like Eastery feeling shade to me, and I really love it. Next up, we have the shade Spectacular, which I don't know why this name made me laugh so hard. It's very well done. But yeah, this is a neon pastel green that again has those black, larger matte hex glitters as well as the micro black glitters. And this is another one that I feel like is definitely fun for the spring holidays, but it also feels like this could definitely be a Halloween polish. So now I'm kind of wishing I had showed you guys this sooner. Regardless, it is really gorgeous, and I think it's such a fun shade and such a fun collection. So I definitely wanted to share it with you guys. Then we have the shade Spectaculus, which is another one that's really cracking me up. I really love these names. These are so funny. But yeah, this is a yellow crelly base that has the larger black matte hex glitters as well as the black micro glitters. And again, we get that really fun speckled effect. I was just really impressed at how they managed to make the opacity on these pretty good. Like, you almost got 1 coaters on all of these, and they still managed to show those black glitters through really well. So I just thought that was very well done. I've not seen anything like that. And I also have a really hard time finding yellow nail polishes that are opaque in 2 coats, and somehow this crelly was fully opaque in 2 coats, so that really impressed me too. And finally, in the speckled collection and also of my huge review, we have the shade Specaholic, and this one is a little bit different from the others in the speckled collection. We do have a pink crelly base. This one's a little bit more sheer than the others, and it contains blue, pink, and yellow hex glitters of different sizes. They're definitely more on the neon side, even though it is hard to tell on my camera. I did manage to get full coverage in 2 coats, but I feel like since it is on the thinner side, people with longer nails might need a third for it. I do kind of wish that they had done the black speckled look in the pink as well, but I feel like this is just like a really fun, I don't know, it's giving me clown vibes, so that's pretty fun. I don't know. What do you guys think of it? So this is not a collection, but I figured I would still show you guys a little comparison shot of all of the swatches that I did today together so you guys could see how they compare and how some of those colors look next to each other, especially for those neutral shades and the grays and for those really beautiful pastel neon shades at the bottom. So yeah, I feel like the first maybe 2 to 3 rows are really good fall winter shades, and then after that it was just kind of like shades that I really wanted to show you guys, so here they are. So those are all of the polishes from my major ice cream nails swatchathon. Like I said, these aren't all part of one particular collection. I just felt like doing a big swatch of a bunch of polishes because I feel like they're a very underrated brand and I wanted to talk about them more. If you guys are interested, I can definitely start doing seasonal reviews of them. Just let me know in the comments below and we can do that. But yeah, I mean, I think they're really impressive. I love wearing their polishes. I love their cute little bottles. I feel like everything about this brand is so good. So I really just wanted to share it with you guys and I hope you don't mind. I keep saying that, but I feel like if you're watching this video, you probably don't mind. So these polishes are available internationally on the Ice Cream Nails website, which I will link down below. The bottles are 10 milliliters each and they retail for $12.50 USD each. I do also have a discount code. You can use the code KELLI20 to get 20% off your order on their website. So I will link that down below for you guys if you're interested. But yeah, so that is it for this review. If you guys are interested, like I said, I really tried to keep it to the fall wintry shades, even though in Australia, I guess it's becoming summer. But yeah, I do love their neons and neon pastels. So if you guys want a separate major swatchathon of those polishes, just let me know in the comments and we can do that as well. But you've also probably seen a ton of them on my favorites videos already, so yeah, just let me know if you're interested. But yeah, that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think of ice cream nails, if you've tried them before, which colors are your favorite, or if you think there's any that I really need to try, just leave them in the comments. And if you enjoy my swatch and review videos, please give this one a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. Oh, and if there, sorry, I got a lot to say at the end of this video, but if there are any other brands that you want to see me do just like a random major swatchathon for, just also let me know in the comments. So that's like 50 things that I'm asking you guys to comment about. You know, you don't have to comment all of them. You can just pick whatever works for you. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Today's fun fact question comes from Patreon supporter Lindsay, and Lindsay wants to know, do you play Animal Crossing? If you do, who's your favorite villager? And this is a question I've actually encountered a surprising amount, but I guess it's not that surprising because Animal Crossing is pretty popular. Believe it or not, I have never played Animal Crossing in my life, and I'm so conflicted on whether I should get into it. One, because I feel like it's all consuming, and if I do get into it, I'm gonna become obsessed with it. But two, I'm just not sure if it's like for me. And I feel like the reason a lot of people like it is for like nostalgia purposes, but I never played it as a kid, so I don't know if I would like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I try it? I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so if it's anything like that, which I don't think it is, then I would play it, but I don't know. I have a hard enough time finding time in the day to play Pokemon, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would play Animal Crossing. It looks cute, but I don't even know what it's about. Like, I've never even seen gameplay of it. I have really no clue, but I see people talking about it on the internet all the time, so maybe I should check it out. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm so conflicted. I said that like 4 times already. Okay, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!